You know what I just thought? I had an epiphany. Lord of the Techion Galaxy. I know a lot of people waiting on the Elements of Dragons, including me. I love those cards. They're awesome, broken, and I might add, they might revamp, the Chaos Dragon. They're a little bit more controlled, devastating, a more controlled, devastating build than Chaos Dragons, but in a way that's still similar to Chaos Dragons, but they can swarm a way bit faster, and of course, with the new Exceed Draco set coming out, makes them even more broken with their banish effects, with their regular effects. It's just a bunch of shenanigans. I'm like, oh my gosh, it really doesn't make any sense. Why does Konami keep making all the dragons that come out now so broken? Like so broken. It makes no sense at all. But that's beside the point because this is totally not even what I came to you today to discuss. Today I came to discuss an archetype that I feel like everyone is overlooking. And that archetype is in a kind of way a more exceed variant of burning knuck. I mean of black wings. And of course, with my speech impediment, I already told you the name of what archetype I'm going to be talking about. So, of course, it's the new archetype that's being introduced, which is called the Burning Knuckler archetype. I feel that like I feel like that whole little archetype is like one of the most underrated archetypes to be coming out because I don't hear any buzz about the Burning Knucklers. I mean, a few, I want to say a month or two back before the Tekken was really announced, I seen Bus Fair and Lithium 2300, or however you say the name. They were, just doing playtesting videos of DN with them. And I like, from when I seen it, I never grasped the concept of how the deck works until I actually went on DN and built the deck myself and built my own variant. And I must say, the deck is even more broken with with the Fire Dragon that's coming out, because he just makes the deck like oh so good. Uh, uh, I feel bad that I don't really have Sony Vegas Pro because I won't be able to switch right into the deck profile. But I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna try to do something on Windows Movie Maker, so it's probably gonna make the deck profile like. I mean, the video is probably gonna be absolutely atrociously long, but if you guys bear with me, I'm gonna do a little discussion about the deck. But once I start doing the deck profile, you guys can actually see the cards and I can tell you more plays, because right now, if I try to tell you now, I'm pretty sure you guys might not know what the deck, I mean, like what are most of the cards are, unless you go on DN and follow this video at, at the same time that you're listening to me. So I'm going to just end the video here. So just stay tuned. I'm going to try to link a deck profile to this and try to merge it with Windows Movie Maker. If I can't, then I'm just gonna upload the video separately. But yeah, I just really gotta put this deck out here mainstream, because I must say I have went 15-0 on DN with the deck, and I mean, this is, the deck is just broken. But may not may not feel like that to others. It might be a tad bit slow, but if you're a very good player, I'm not saying that I'm a good player, nowhere probably near a good player. Um, if you can make the deck, probably make your own adjustments so it can adapt to the future meta, because I know Chaos Dragons are going to run rampant. I mean, not Chaos Dragon, but Elemental Dragons are going to run rampant. Prophecies are going to run rampant. Mermail's going to be even more rampant. The deck absolutely smashes Evil Swarm, because Evil Swarm highest attack monster is a 25-50 monster, which really all he does is stop special summoners. But to see as I don't really, the only monster that I would special summon that's a level 5 or higher is Blaster, and in this case, more than likely I'm gonna probably just pop the Ophion with Blaster's effect. But the deck does play around the grave, so D-Fisher and Macro, yeah, that can probably mess the deck up. But of course, that's what you have a side deck for. Get rid of that shenanigans, bling bling, blah, be gone. Yeah, so I'm going to end the video here, and you guys just stay tuned, watch the link of this video, and boom, you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright. What's good, YouTube? Hold on, let me move this out of the way. What's good, YouTube? So, I'm back with the deck profile of the Burning Knuckler deck, and as you can see, my cursor is on the first card that I will be talking about, which is Burning Knuckler Counterblow, which I feel is the Kalut of the deck. And let's read his effect. During either player's damage step, when the Burning Knuckler monster you control's battle, you can banish this card from your hand or grave, and the battling monster gains 1,000 attack until the end phase. You can only activate the effect of Burning Knuckler Counterblow once per turn. So that means he gets to give one Burning Knuckler monster that's battling 1,000 boost in a damage step. Let's say you lance one of your monsters to stop the deep prison. Then what you do? Counter blow, take him back up. Well, in a way, you say he only gains 200, and that'll probably be a waste, but in a way, you still don't want your monster to die, so it still helps out. It helps even the situation. Anywho, next, the next card, Burning Knuckler Glassjaw. When this card is targeted for an attack, destroy it. When this card is sent from the field, sent to the graveyard by card effect, you can target one Burning Knuckler monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Except Glassjaw, so I left that part out. You can't add him after you drop him, so that would be too broken. But yeah, he's like the replenisher recruiter, and he helps you go into more plays. So overall, I say he's good just because that setback when he's attacked, he automatically destroyed. How is something that looks like the Hulk with punching gloves get attacked and he dies? He must be some type of punk somewhere in there. Oh, I guess he got a glass jaw. You hit him in that jaw and it's a rat. He won't have nothing to eat and he'll die. I don't know. Next off, we got Munchoke. I'm just playing. Now we got Burning Knuckler Headgear. When this card is normal summon, you can send one Burning Knuckler monster from your deck to the graveyard once per turn. If this face-up card, face-up attack position card can't be destroyed by battle, and that's once per turn. So this is like your Armageddon Knight or Brush Fire Knight, whatever you want to call him. He lets you go into plays because, of course, he's there to dump your glass jaw. So, yep. Next off, I want to say this is the Gale of the deck, but he doesn't. Let's just say he's the Bora of the deck. If you control a Burning Knuckler monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, you cannot conduct your battle phase for the rest of the turn. It's a fair, even trade, especially when you get to go into the Burning Knuckler guys that they got out here, or with any other Burning Knuckler on the field. You just get to go into a generic rank 4, so he's good. in my opinion, the best card besides the XYZ is this guy, which is Burning Knuckler Switch Hitter. And his effect reads, when this card is normal summon, you can target one Burning Knuckler monster in your graveyard, special summon that target during the turn you activate this effect. You cannot special summon monsters except Burning Knuckler monsters. Um, I know some people might feel some type of way about him, but I still feel like he's like a great card. So it lets you go into the Barbarian, and that's about almost the most key card that you want to go into out of the deck anyway. So without, without the Barbarian, the deck really wouldn't be anything. So yeah, and my tech for the deck is 3 blasters. For you guys that don't know the what blaster does, you can banish two other fire monsters or dragon types from your hand or grave to special summon this card from your hand or grave. For your opponent's end phase, if this card was special summoned, return one card. If this card was special summoned, return it to your hand. You can discard one card and one other fire monster to the graveyard to destroy one card on the field. And if this card is removed from play, you can add one fire dragon type monster to your hand, and you can only use the effect of blaster once per turn. So with that being said, yeah, 2 Summoner Monks. Of course, I feel like Summoner Monk is the tour guide for this deck. So Summoner Monk on the spell, tour guide, level instant rank 4. So yeah, what else? And that rounds up the monster count, 19 monsters. For the spells, of course, the more staple-like cards, Darkhold, Heavy, 3 MST, Forbidden Lands, just to get over those deep prisons and anything else that will harm your Barbarian guy. 1 Foolish Burial. When you don't have your headgear, you can just go Foolish Burial, Glass Jaw, add whatever you want to add whatever these guys you want to back to your hand. Of course, Monster Reborn, Reinforcement. All these guys are level 4s, warrior type. So, yep, warrior returning alive. Only time I done seen that card can make this deck broken. You have, of course, for the trap lineup, 2 bottomless, 2 composed. I'm thinking about taking the compulse out because some of my friends said that compulse is probably just not that good this format. But in a way, I feel like it is good this format because people like to stall until they get their plays, and compulse and stuff back to hand, and compulse sometimes mess up plays. So yeah, 2 Mirror Force for aggro decks, 2 Torrential for for decks that like to commit to the field. Of course, the Solemn Duo, and of course Deep Prison, because you do want to get rid of some of those cards that are just pesky and problematic for you. So that's it for the main board. Starting off with the extra deck, we have 1 number 105 Burning Knuckler, Satias the Meteor. Requires 3 level 4 monsters, so it is generic. During either player's battle step, if a Burning Knuckler monster you control battles an opponent's monster, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card. Negate the opponent's battling monsters effect on the field until the end of the turn, and if you do, your battling monster can't be destroyed by battle, and your opponent takes any battle damage that you would have taken from this battle. So he's not all that good, but then he's kind of good. So I just put him in because his deck can spam level 3. Three level 4 monsters. So you know what I mean. The best card of the deck, what's make this deck is Burning Knuckler, Lead Blow, the Bound Barbarian. This card requires 2 level 4 Burning Knuckler monsters, and if and its effect reads, if a Burning Knuckler monster you control will be destroyed by battle, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card instead of destroying one of the materials. And what am I talking? Destroy one of those monsters. Destroying one of those monsters. Anywho, and when XYZ material is detached from this card, it gains 800. So he goes from 22 to 3,000 to 38. So yeah, that is just pure shenanigans. And of course, one lava law chain. I really don't go into him that much, but you never know when you need glass, y'all. And he's I'm gonna say, yeah, he's a target for blaster if I want to remove, special on my blaster. One Abyss Dweller, of course, for Dark World, Mermails, all the above. Black Ship of Corn, of course, stuff, star decks that like to sit on marshmallows and Zenmains and all that stuff like that that you can't get off the field. Maystroke, Utopia, Shockmaster, of course, because like I said, this deck can spam out level 4s. Heroic Champion Excalibur, Gaga Cowboy, Heroic Champion Kusan Kusangu. I don't know how to say his name, but for those of you who don't know his effect reads once per turn. First he requires 3 level 4 warrior type monsters. Once per turn during either player's turn, when the trap card is activated, you can detach one XYZ material from this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Then this card gains 500 attack. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And last off the roundup, the XYZs, of course, since I run 3 blasters, Mecha Phantom Beast, Dragon Sack, and Big Eye. Of course. I mean, those are the only best ranked 7s in the game right now. So, yep. That's really about it. I'm not really gonna explain my extra because I don't think it's probably like quite up to par to give a solid side. So, yeah. That's really about it, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what you think. How you feel like this deck will probably do. Do you think it's a reincarnated version of Black Wings without the Black Whirlwind? And that's about it. It's YG Snow 91, and I'm out.